Hello everybody, back here again for another vlog a day, and today is Friday the 22nd, and today was a beautiful, lovely day to be alive. Got up this morning, fairly decent time frame, well, not really I guess, like 4:45 a.m. It was earlier than it should have been. The little Frenchie I'm watching decided that was the time that he needed to start barking and having a little conniption fit and making all kinds of noise. So, which I found out later in the day that I guess they get up about 4:45 every morning anyway. The husband and wife do. So, dog must have still been on that routine and is not really the most pleased about that, but it is what it is. So, got up, got them all taken care of the best I could. A couple dogs didn't want to go out that early, whatnot. So I kind of chilled out with them and did the best I could. So, waited around a little bit till my wife started kind of making a little bit of rustling around, and as she was waking up, so I was able to get dogs fed, dogs cared for. I got a house full of dogs right now, so got that wrapped up, and then I got to run up to New Smyrna, take care of some cats up there, feed some outside ducks and whatnot and whatever. So I got that care done, and then headed back to the house. Got here on the way. I thought, well, I'll stop at like CVS because I thought I might see if I can't find some just knick-knacky garbage, little candies and whatnots to put in the stockings for my wife. Like she likes stockings. Like, oh, I'll use that as an excuse to basically throw some garbage in there and whatnot. So get there. They don't open up till 8 a.m. I'm like, you guys are a fucking pharmacy. I thought, like, what the hell? Like, I thought you guys opened up like 6 a.m. for people. Like, I remember like a lot of places you'd be open 24 hours a day and nothing's open anymore because they just can't get employees and go to work. So kind of is what it is there. So yeah, crazy. I think a lot of the reason they can't get employees not only is the fact that it's other ways to make money nowadays that people can survive, they don't have to work there, but I think a lot of it runs down to anything to do with like dealing with public and customers is just horrendous, and the customers suck so bad that nobody wants to work retail anymore. Like, nobody wants to work in a customer service based job, like a waiter, waitress, cashier, even like Home Depot can't find people. It's just because they get treated like shit so much, so often. Like, it's awful. And unfortunately, so few people are in the position to feel they can tell the customers to screw off, and the managers won't kick them out because they're so desperate for every single penny of profit. They're unwilling to do it, which my thought is kick out a few dozen people a week until they start acting better. Let it make news. Let them have out do an article about it, about how you're throwing out shitty customers, and anytime you treat one of our employees like shit, we'll toss you on the street. Guess what? You're gonna be able to get better employees, which the better employees will treat the customers better, and two, basically make this whole thing a cycle that will make it better. But nobody won't take that risk. I did when I had my retail store. I didn't take shit from customers. I didn't. I was nice to them. I was kind to them. The moment you were shitty and mean to me, I'd tell you off. And the second time, I'd tell you to get out and never come back. I did not need your money that bad. And I learned that. It took me a few years. I started actually making a slightest bit of profit, that I realized I'd have shitty customers that would piss me off in the morning. Then by the end of the day, I'd be in a bad mood. So when the customers that had money and jobs came in, they weren't getting the best service. So I started firing my shitty customers who were usually there early in the morning, bitching and whining and just nitpicking stuff and craziness that wasn't worth it. And I started being more cheerful and more energized and more productive at the end of the day when the people with jobs and money came in, and I was able to help them better, and they saw it, which hence they spent more money with me, which meant I had more profits, which meant I made more money, which means I was able to stay open. So that's how it broke down. But it's hard to get that through people's head when you're dealing with things like Walmarts and Targets and grocery stores and all that stuff. So they've all gotten so damn big, they don't see what true customer service looks like, and they don't know how to communicate with their employees, that they don't know how to like truly thank them and tell them, hey, you're doing a good job and blah blah. Their best thing is, here's a pizza party. Yeah, we made $300 billion last year as a company, record profits ever. Here's a pizza party. And the employees are like, you don't give a shit about us. Why should we care about you? You won't defend us when the customers treat us like shit. So it is what it is. So yeah. So didn't get anything from CVS. Kind of a weird tangent. I've just been thinking about it for a while. But didn't get anything from CVS. Got back to the house. Got more dogs. Finished feeding and whatnot. Got that all done. Got another dog, got dropped off, and then had another customer reach out to want to know if I could watch their dog because her mother has cancer and had some kind of surgery or something. They haven't having trouble, and somebody else got sick, and the family's supposed to help take care of her. So the brother's trying to get home to take care of her. He's like out of state, and so just needs to know if I can watch the dog at least one night. And I said absolutely, I'll do it. So got here, had a couple of dogs get dropped off. Ended up with another dog getting dropped off in the evening. So I ended up with a house full of dogs. But it's that time of year, it happens. 2 dogs are because family members are sick and dying, so wasn't planning on those 2. But luckily they're both pretty good dogs, so I watched them all multiple times. I got a dog request today for a lady who has a year and 10-month-old, I think, German Shepherd. That the only description filled out was it's potty trained, which I'm like, if you're telling me your year and 10-month-old dog is potty trained, I'm guessing that dog still poops and pees in the house, because who doesn't think their dog at 2 years old almost is not potty trained? And they're leaving on a cruise today. They want to drop their dog off in less than 2 hours, hour and 50 minutes from when they put the request in. So I sent back going like, did you put in like the wrong dates? Like, you want to drop this dog off for a multiple day trip where you're going to be out of state, out on a boat, cannot get back here if things go wrong, nothing, in less than 2 hours? Or did you put in the wrong dates? And they're like, nope, it's today, we're going on a cruise. I'm like, did you forget you owned a dog? Like, the fuck? And I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm not taking a new dog I've never watched before, haven't done nothing with. I got such a house full right now, and they're all getting along splendid, which is great. I cannot run the risk of bringing in an aggressive, or just an ornery, or just a shitty, or just a super annoying dog. I can't do it. Not worth it. Not for all the damn money. Like, if they wanted to pay 5 times the good day rate, I'd possibly work with it. But other than that, not worth it. Not worth it at all. So told them, I said, well, maybe sometime in the future we can meet, we can see the dog, we can do a test run. I said, this time of year, I am so busy with regular clients, and I am literally at my wit's end of dogs. There's no way I'm taking new dogs this time of year. So get with me during the off season, and then basically you'll have a knowledge once I know the dog, and I can decide if I can watch the dog during busy times like this, because no way I'm doing new dogs this time of year. So, but yeah, that was pretty much it right there. Sucks because I had to raise my rates a lot for holiday rates on the app, and I'm not charging those higher rates to my normal clients because almost everybody goes off app, so I don't have to worry about that. But it would have been a very nice payday, but it was not worth it in any way, shape, or form, because no, I can't do it. I can't risk it. Too many. I got little tiny dogs here. I got a giant mastiff. I got every size from a few pounds to 200 plus pounds in the dogs this trip, and I can't risk the little one's getting beat up, or this one getting stepped on by the big dogs, and seeing how that could go down. So definitely not worth it. But yeah, I got back to the house, hung out there. Everything was just kind of chilling out, going well. Went and got my run in. Did not go real far because I got my marathon a week average done for the year. So I'm kind of not really too concerned about it. It's still chilly out, so wasn't feeling the best. Got back, got myself a shower. From there, reached out, and wife had to take the car to land today. So the brakes were still squeaking. So called around, found some brake parts in stock. Asked her if she could pick them up on the way home. She said she could. So I ordered new disc rotors, what I call it, new brake pads, and I was gonna get calipers, but I think the calipers should be fine. I'll know that if I get there. Not pulled apart if we need calipers or not. The problem with doing calipers, you have to re-bleed the brakes. And by just replacing pads and rotors, I don't have to bleed the brakes. So rotors are like $100 a piece, almost like $75 a piece. Pads are like $40 for the set. So I'm hoping not to have to put disc on it, but pretty certain last time I did the brakes on that car, I had said I probably should have done disc then, and I didn't. So probably just go ahead and do disc. And the rear drum brakes do so little braking. They don't do shit. So there's really no reason. I'm even pulling them off yet. I'll worry about them later. So, and it sucks. I'm just so busy with dogs now. That's gonna make it a pain in my butt to be able to work on the car, because I won't be able. I need to rush through it because I don't want the dogs out there alone, kind of thing. So yeah, that's gonna be the funnest part, is rushing through it, trying to deal with that shit. So, but yeah, I got that done. Wife got home from work, picked up the parts, left them in the car because there's no reason to bring them in, and then we ended up having leftover sandwiches and knocked it out. I ended up eating too much. There was like that last little bit left. You're like, I don't want to put it back away. I don't want to throw it away. So I ended up eating it. I regretted it. I was like, God damn, I ate too much. So that kind of sucked. But yeah, ended up watching another episode of Wentworth. Then from there, headed back outside, played with all the dogs. Everybody's chilling out. Everybody's getting along real good. And one of the old dogs I'm watching, she's decided she needs to pee on the floor a lot, which is superbly annoying. Not real fun at all, but it is what it is. So, but yeah, got that done, and then basically headed back in. Had a little bit of cake, which I think my mom made as like a birthday cake, which was, I don't know, it's one of those things where she made the cake, I'm assuming for me, because it was on my birthday. I don't eat cake right after dinner because I eat my dinner. I eat all the dinner I want, and then I go outside and have cigars, and I come back in and have my dessert late at night before I go to bed. Kind of growing up a few times in my life, I had food insecurities, didn't know if we'd have enough food to eat, pantries were empty, that kind of thing. That I found in life that if I put a little food in my belly right before I go to sleep, it gives me that little comfort. It's a comfort blanket of food. So still do that in my adulthood life. Not as bad, but I still do it. So I eat my dessert at night. Well, everybody else in the house, father-in-law, mom, wife, they all are eating my birthday cake after dinner while I go outside with the dogs and smoke cigars. I'm like, that's weird. So, but that same cake was left over, still had some cake left over. So had a slice of it and basically watched a little bit of Netflix. Wife said it was too late. She was going right back to sleep. So she didn't watch anything with me, but it was all good. So got all the dogs situated, everybody in their spots where they need to be, got them all ready to go, and wrapped it up and called it a night. So that's all I got right now. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.